Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of This Is Our Life. Okay, elections coming up real fast, and I wanted to talk about one of the candidates. So, those of you who are Democrats, um, you have somebody named Ian Bernard. Well, on the ballot, his name is Ian Freeman. I don't know if he legally changed his name or not, but his real name is Ian Bernard. And I'm going to provide you a link, so don't think I'm just spouting off stuff. I'm going to provide you a link. And by the way, we used to know this guy. Um, I'm going to tell you some things about this guy. First of all, he's in his 30s and he's sleeping with a 16-year-old child. That, in and of itself, is a problem. In my opinion, he should be in prison. Sadly, here in New Hampshire, 16 is the legal age. But he claims that there are 5-year-olds who can have consensual relations with an adult. And I don't know if he is a narcissist or a sociopath. I tend to think he's probably more narcissistic, but I don't know. I need a psychologist or psychiatrist to make that determination. Some other things about this guy and the Keen Brown shirts. Um, Ian has accused us, me and my wife, of making fake profiles on a variety of pages and sites and posting things. We haven't done that.
Take a good look at him. I think he's a vampire.
So,
He doesn't have much for skin color.
no, he doesn't. And I think he's a drug addict. I mean, he likes long sleeve shirts, and you look at his face, his cheeks.
Very drawn in.
Yeah, and so he's accused us of he's accused us of being pedophiles as well. Yet he's the one that claims 5-year-olds are capable of making an informed decision to have relations with an adult.
He's wrong.
You know, he's very wrong. And again, he's in his 30s and he's sleeping with a 16-year-old. And by the way, he started working on this 16-year-old when she was 14. That right there should get him some prison time.
In most states, that would be considered statutory rape.
Yeah. So
he's just lucky that New Hampshire is a little liberal on there.
Well, I think
at that age, which I think they shouldn't be.
I agree. And I think part of it is a lot of the police and the judges are just sick and tired of dealing with them. They just don't want to mess with them. To be honest with you, I seriously question if he's a government plant. Some other things about him. He says there's no need for the police, yet he'll call the cops on you. Yeah, he's called the cops on people before. Yeah, he says there's no need for the police. and some of his ilk, some of his little buddies, his brown shirt buddies, by the way, he runs everything. The activism in Keene is run by him. Even if people don't want to admit it, if people want to say, oh no, we make our own decisions, actually, that's...
But they lean towards what he wants.
Yeah, that's a good sign, a good indication of somebody having a narcissistic personality or even a sociopath, is they can get people to do what they want them to do. Well, they think they're making their own decision. So, yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say I disagree with everything he says. I don't disagree with everything he says. A lot of the stuff I agree with. But when you're sleeping with a 16-year-old and you're in your 30s, that's a problem. Maybe the little girl is 17 by now. That's still a problem. And to say 5-year-olds can make a decision. And then he says, well, it's none of my business if a 5-year-old is getting molested by somebody. Yes, it is. I seriously question your morals, at the least. And you're dishonest. I mean, you lie about people. You lied about us, saying that we're pedophiles and saying that we we made fake profiles. But you've made fake pages on Facebook claiming to be another organization. you're a hypocrite. You turn everything around. So anybody who's thinking of voting for this guy, I want you to know this stuff about him. Okay? Again, I don't disagree with everything he says, but I mean, I could probably find just about anyone in history that I would have something in agreement with. It doesn't mean I would agree with everything. Doesn't mean I would do what they wanted or anything. But just so you know, Ian Bernard, aka Ian Freeman, in my opinion, he's a pedo. And make sure you know who you're voting for. I don't think he has a chance in HELL of winning, but he's running for governor as a Democrat. Um, you know, I know there are Democrats that will purposely vote for the underdog, somebody who they'd never heard of before. You know, because they believe in the underdog, they believe, you know, and all that. But
Don't waste your vote.
yeah, don't waste your vote on this guy. I'd be surprised if, well, since it's a statewide election, he might get triple digits, but low triple digits. More likely, you know, on a local level where people actually know about this guy, he'll get double digits of votes. But anyway, just so you know, I don't want to make this a long video. I think I've said my piece.